teacher. Sometimes you all right. Welcome. There's no one online. I don't know who's going to be with us, but actually I'm with
Laston Paranjeta.
Laston Paranjeta. Come on, my subscribers. Let's see if you're always online. Let's see you. Let me see you. Okay. We have zero zero viewers. But we need now someone. Let's just wait a few minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. We need to talk about it. Let's talk about it. So last one today, you are the first person to be on my live, and this is the first live. It's a
Okay.
first live. Welcome,
Yeah.
my viewers. Come, my viewers. And this is the first live, and
Yes.
you are the first person to interact with. Just interact with my viewers. I know I should just look who is coming
Okay,
there.
fine. Thank you very much, all viewers. Welcome to this channel. We have got one or two things to share here, and when you join us, you're gonna experience a lot. We've got good things, nice things, interesting things that we are going to talk about right here with my lady Matt here. Who is going to ask me some questions. He has got some questions. I believe they are beautiful and good to you. So much teaching, there's so much teaching, sensitizations, awarenesses, and the like. They are there for you. So you can come and join us on this channel so that we can share whatever we have here.
Yeah. So come on, my viewers, come on. My channel has about 170 now. So it has 170 subscribers, and I hope some people are going to join us. And let's just do a short introduction. People have to know you,
Yes.
though we're still having zero, but I know people are going to watch this live anytime they will click.
Quick, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm Laston Paranjeta. I was uh, born in Blantyre and I've been grown up in Cheu, but now I'm back in Blantyre. I've been in Blantyre now for almost the better part of my life, and I've learned my secondary education. I've done my
Yeah.
secondary education right here in
Now we
Blantyre
have our
again.
face,
Oh, yes,
But
welcome.
yeah, this is Josie,
Okay.
and yes, continue
Yes,
so that he
my
has to know
secondary
you.
education, I did it right here in Blantyre at Blantyre Sunday School. And I also did my teaching course at Blantyre Teachers College
Yeah.
and right here in Blantyre as well. Yeah, so I'm now even staying in Blantyre as well. Yes, so I've
So
been in
last
Blantyre for some years now.
yeah.
Yeah,
So last Valentata, he is blind. He's a
yes.
teacher, and there's some questions that I would like to just ask him. And maybe if you have any question, you can also try to just write on the comment. He's going to respond to the question. So today it's about, let's talk about it. What are we talking about it? We are going. Okay, welcome my friend Josie. Thank you for the support. And if you have any question for Laston Palanjeta, you can also place up your question. And he is the first person to interact with live. I know I also have some videos on my channel with him. And if you have questions, you can ask any question. So today he visited me, so I have some questions for him. And if you, my viewers, also have questions for him, Jesse says, were you blind from birth?
Not necessarily from birth, but just after a year when I was born, that's when I started experiencing some trachoma to my left eye, and it was due to that the left eye was removed. And then after some time, I was able to see after that operation, but still after some 2 to 3 years, the right eye just went off,
Okay.
without any sickness now.
All right. Welcome again, Sanchez. If you have any question today, I'm interacting. It's my first live, and I thought to ask some few questions. We have to talk about it. What are we talking about it? We are talking about blindness, a disability about blindness, and join here with Laston Balanjeta, who has just responded one of the questions to say he acquired blindness when you were at the age of.
In fact, total blindness came when I was about 6 years, but in my second or third year, it was just partially. I was able to see some of the things, though not clearly. But when I was turning about 6,
Yeah.
that's when my right eye went off.
Wow. So you acquired blindness when you are at the age of 6.
Yes.
Okay. So my second question is to say to you before, like all my viewers, we have now two viewers. We are
Yeah.
joined with two people. Okay.
Okay,
My second
welcome.
question: after acquiring blindness at the age of 6, what next? How was your pre-primary school?
From there, I was sent to Sialutu Primary School in Cherry. That was a boarding primary school for the visually impaired. It was a resource center. Yeah, so that's where I started doing my primary education. Yes, I did my primary education from standard 1 up to standard 8 right there at Sialutu Primary School.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
After there, that's when I was selected to Blanda Sunday School. Yeah, where I did my secondary education, as I was saying previously. And then after that one, that's when I went to Blanda Teachers College. And then I started teaching as a primary school teacher for
Wow.
about some years. And to me, I was thinking that this is not the end of the journey. That's when I went back in class again and started for the MSCE, and then went to Chancellor College.
Okay, guys, the MSCE is the last
Malawi School Certificate of
yes,
Education,
education
the
at
last
the
level of Malawian education, that's in terms of general education. Yeah, so after that one, that's when I went to Chancellor College to do my degree. And I did my degree in languages, my bachelor's degree in languages.
what specifically
Yes,
languages?
languages, yeah. Degree of education in languages, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you
so-
have specific languages that you
No, in
specify?
fact, in languages, we look at the basics of languages, all languages. Only that when we are teaching in Malawi, we consider English and Chichewa. Those are the languages that we can teach. But I have the capability to teach any language.
And the language. Okay, so it means you can teach me the Yao, the Tumbuka.
Yes, if you have got
the
that syllabus,
Ngoni,
if I've got that syllabus, then I can
Yes.
do that.
Okay.
Because it's upon having that syllabus. If maybe in Zimbabwe, maybe in South Africa, maybe wherever people they have got something.
Swahili.
Swahili, be it what we only know the basics. Not that we can able speak the language, but we know the basics, how they can change the verbs, how can they produce the nouns. Yes, those are the things that we learn most.
Okay, my friend here, Josie Mandiki, says you have a good example of disability as is not inability.
Yes,
And,
that's quite true.
Yeah, so another friend
I
has
like
given you
that.
thumbs up. I think he's giving thumbs up to the channel and also yourself.
Yes.
Okay,
yes, thank
now
you.
can you just share us maybe your college and your primary? Can you construct to say the challenges that you faced at the primary and the college level?
Yeah, I mean, in fact, at primary school, I just wonder as to how I was making it, because I can't remember how I was doing it very well. Only when I was standard 6, that's when I can remember, grade 6. That's when I can remember that I was sometimes reading, sometimes I was going through some exercises in the books.
Yeah.
And in standard 8, that's when I had an extra teacher to teach me mathematics, but that was because I was like not doing good in mathematics.
Yes. That's the question to say. How were you dealing with the like mathematics in terms of like you're a visually
The
impaired
visual
person?
yes,
And you know,
okay.
when we come to the high school level, we always have like the drawings, the
Yes,
triangles, like
yes.
geometry. Or how were you dealing with geometry?
Malawian education allows us when we are in secondary school, the visual impaired are exempted from mathematics. That's when we are in secondary school. But at primary school, we are forced to do that, and we do that because we can interpret the graph, we can do whatever kind of a mathematic element in primary.
Yeah.
we can do that. The fractions, the denominator, the decimals, yeah, we can do those things. But when it comes to geometry, that's where the problem comes now.
Okay.
Yes.
So now I just want to ask in terms of like the science subjects, because
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
mathematics is part of it, but
Yes, it's part of
like
that.
the biology, yeah, how are you dealing with the diagrams on geography?
Geography, yeah.
Yes.
At first, we were used to have the raised maps. For example, in geography, we can just say the raised diagrams, because even in biology, you can have the raised diagram of whatever, a diaphragm, whatever, the digestive system, the leaf. They can draw a raised diagram and show the demarcations that are there, and on the map themselves, we did. I remember the grid reference.
Yeah.
We did that one because by then they were not removed from the syllabus from us, because we were supposed to do that, and the only problem was that we couldn't perform well.
You seem you're tired. Are you tired?
Not necessarily.
No, because I'll be here 2 hours.
No, I cannot be tired.
Okay,
No,
all right,
you have
fine.
not- Yeah.
My viewers, just give a comment. Our voice is sounding well. Can you hear us? Give us a comment if you're
Yes,
hearing
whether
us.
you're getting us. Yes.
Thank you for all who have joined, and give up a comment. Do you have any question for Laston Palanjeta? Laston Palanjeta, he is blind, and we are just going to talk about different issues. We are talking about different issues, and this is the first interaction, and interacting with Laston Palanjeta. So if you have any question to Laston Palanjeta, please give up a question on the comment section. He's going to respond. Okay, Laston, as a
Yes.
visually impaired person, and you are a teacher, and you're teaching at a high school,
Yes.
how do you deliver your
My
services?
lessons,
Yeah.
my services.
Yeah.
Mostly I use different approaches, because I don't have only one approach. I use different approaches. It depends on the subject matter itself, which
Yeah.
I am going to deliver. It tells me what kind of
Hi,
approach,
Juvie.
what kind of approach I should
I'm
take.
good, and how are you? Yes, it depends on the approaches.
Yes, it depends.
Thank you
on-
very much
yes.
for joining me, friends. Thank you very much. Let's interact and let's talk about it. We are talking about being blind and also being a teacher. So we are here with Laston Palanjeta, who is blind and he's also a teacher. So you give up different approaches.
Yes,
you
I
use
do
different
use
approaches.
different approaches
Yes.
to my teaching, because it depends on the subject matter that I want to deliver. But mostly I rely on explanations, and then group works, and then brainstorming, the class discussions. I mostly use those things. As a language teacher,
Yeah.
I like that, because mostly the learners have to know some of these things so fast. They have to assimilate them so fast. So by just writing and giving a lot of notes, that cannot do good in language. So we need a lot of practice. So as a language teacher, most of my approaches are those that people are practicing. They do practice something.
Yeah.
I go to the class, they read. I go to the class, they discuss a certain story. I go to the class, they narrate, they compose, they do whatever, depending on how I think I can do my subject, my skill of the day, because we do look at the skills that we develop in learners.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Laston is just sharing us about his experience as a blind teacher. So, as a blind teacher, when you started teaching, did you
Yes.
face any challenge among the students?
As far as
Shares.
I've been teaching, for the whole of my years that I've been teaching,
Yes.
I haven't said that I've ever faced a challenge that is worth mentioning. No.
Okay.
No, not that one.
And
not
students
that
did
one.
not bring up any any
Yeah,
challenge that
any
you don't,
challenges to me.
some students maybe they can
No,
be thinking
because
someone who's
as a
blind.
teacher, there is something that I grasped it most at the first beginning of my teaching, that I have to be a manager of the class. So if I am the manager and I'm criticizing somebody, that means I am a failure. So I
Okay.
just need to create a situation whereby everybody is going to be free and do whatever he likes or she likes as the learning is progressing. So that's what I like.
So my viewers, yeah. Okay, my viewers, any question to Mr. Lasto Panjeta? Any question concerning his career, concerning his disability? Do you have the same issues in your country? Give up your comment. And also try also to give awareness in your countries in terms of encouraging those persons with disabilities that being with a disability is not
Inability.
it's not inability.
Yes.
Give up. Tell them to never give up. They have to move ahead with life. And Laston, what words can you say on
Yes,
this area?
on this area, let me say something because
Mm-hmm.
when you are disabled, sometimes when you have an impairment, it's like you are in a world of your own. It might be like, for example, in my family, it is only me out of the 8 children we are, but it's only me who is visually impaired, and nobody is having any kind of a disability. So the first thing that makes a person with disability to like look down upon himself or herself is that he is the only one among the group.
Yeah.
So when you think of the disability that you have or the impairment that you have amongst the others who don't have, you think like maybe no, maybe I am disgraced somewhere, or maybe no, I was meant to suffer. But it's not like that. To me, what I just realized is that everything that happens in one's life happens for a purpose. So
Yeah.
if you don't accept what has happened, it's difficult for you to understand the purpose that has made that thing to happen. But if you say no, this has happened, okay, so what's next? And then you can get the purpose and move ahead. Yes.
Okay, can you tell us about your experience? Because you said you acquired at the age of 6.
Yes.
You acquired blindness.
Yeah.
What was your experience during your ages from 6 to 10 years? I can say because maybe at 11 years, I don't know if you can put it your experience in each any
Okay.
age.
Let me begin with when I just lost my sight. When I just lost my sight, I was just like ignorant. I couldn't even I think of what I can do, or maybe what has happened to me, or some people say that he has been bewitched. I couldn't even be of that kind of life, but I was just thinking like, no, I think something is not happening with me. Something is not happening with me. That is the only thing.
Yeah.
But by friends, by then I had friends, my real good friends. I had McLeod Kazembe, I had James Chona. I had a lot of them around me who could not go away from me when
Yeah.
I was blind. They were still around me and I was still playing around with them. That made my life easy, and I couldn't even notice that there is this kind of a challenge with me. So I was able to play around, or even football. I was playing with my friends football.
What?
Yeah.
You were able to play
I was
football with
able
your
when I was blind, yes.
But
At 11,
Wow.
12, 13, I remember having played football, having being at the goal as a goalkeeper. I've
Okay.
ever done that.
Okay, my viewers, that's why maybe I have to now agree with you maybe on this area, because sometimes I'm always surprised when you say I'm going to town, I'm going to
Yes.
to buy this.
Yes.
I'm going with my wife to go and buy things at the market. Oh, I'm going
Or even
myself.
myself,
I say,
yes.
what? How do you move around? But you told me that you used the white cane.
Yes, I use this
The white cane. Can you
as-
just show us
Yeah,
the white cane?
This white cane
I know
is
some of my viewers maybe they're not aware of
Yeah.
it. Maybe
This is the cane that I use.
okay,
when
they
I'm
can see it.
walking,
They can
let's
see
say
it.
in
Just
town.
wait. They can
Okay.
see it. They have to see it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, when I'm going
last time
to town-
Panjeta, my viewers, is able to move around, and he came here alone
Yes.
today to my place to say I want to come. I want to see you. So I said, can you be on my first live? He said yes. I'll be on the face live. It doesn't matter. I will interact with your viewers. So he moves around with this stick. Oh my God. Ah, yes, this
Yeah.
stick.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not able.
Yes.
I've tried today.
No, you have tried it. Yeah.
Yes, he moves around with
Yes.
this stick,
This
and
is the stick that I use when I'm moving. Yeah.
yes. So yeah, just continue sharing. I just
Yes.
wanted to know that.
In fact, I was saying that I didn't feel very much affected when I received this blindness, but that was just because my friends and all those who were around me still kept on
Yeah.
to be with me. So I didn't experience much of the challenges. But after that, that's when I was sent to school. The boarding schools. I was at school maybe for the rest of most of my times.
Yeah.
But during holidays, I could go back home and interact with my friends. At school, I could also interact with a lot of friends. Then my life hasn't been that hectic. No, I was able. I thank God for that, and that's why sometimes I do say that for me to be blind, I thank God because because
Are you
God.
saying it deeply down in
Yes, yeah,
yourself?
and that's I honestly say it, and it's not my first time.
Okay.
I thank God that I'm blind and I'm proud, and there is no problem, and I don't have any problem. The only challenge that I can see is that I haven't ever seen the faces of people, whatever, but those are minor things to me. To me,
Okay.
is the way we are interacting here. I'm able to interact with everyone. So that's the only thing that makes my life go. Yeah, and
So
in terms of hard working, I do work. I do get something for my family. I don't go to beg. So those are some of the
yeah,
things that
I tell you, my
make
viewers,
me
this what
satisfied.
he's saying is really true, because the first time I knew Laston Palanjeta, it was when he was at the university.
Yeah.
And that was when the time he was in fourth year. It was the time that I was also going to the university for my first year, and he has been my tutor. And I was very surprised to say what. When I was given him to be my tutor, I said, well, how is he going to do it? But he really, I can say, what did he
Did
do?
a great job, I
He did
think.
a great
Yeah.
job. He did a great job. And
That's
he
true.
has the team that we were under him. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
I
you
really don't know
did
what to
good.
say. That's
You
why
did good. You
I'm not so
performed
surprised.
good.
I'm not so surprised.
And even myself, I was sure of what I was
Oh
doing
my God.
because of your results.
You-
Because when you got the results, and I said, oh, yes, I'm making it.
Yeah, he was in the fourth year, but then he went and he left us. But when he left us, he did not just leave us. He used to follow up us and also
what
try
you're
to,
doing, yes.
yeah, try to assist in all what we were doing, assignments and whatsoever. So what he's saying here, it's not something that he's just saying it. He's really saying what he is, and he's a good man, and he's still trying to assist other students that are in the universities and colleges.
Yeah.
Although he has a lot of tasks that he does, he's teaching now at a secondary school, which we call it secondary school here in Malawi, but in some countries it's called high school. So
Yes.
we can say, high
Yeah,
school,
that's true.
because it's the last, it's a level that takes someone to
To the
university.
university.
Yes. So if you
Yeah.
have any question, let's talk about it. We are talking about blindness here, blindness, being
Yeah.
blind, and
How
that's
somebody can do good while not being blind, you can still perform.
yeah.
Yeah.
So being blind doesn't mean that you have limits. Being blind doesn't mean that you cannot succeed in life. Yeah.
Maybe
That's all.
just for a word, I was saying that I thank God that I'm blind because to me, I remember that for me to be here, I always remember that it's not my choice. For me to say I am in Malawi, for me to say I am blind, for me to say I am a boy or a man, for me to say no, let me live today, it's not my choice. So I believe there is this God that controls everything. So
There's a reason why you're
so
behind.
you sometimes you end up questioning about why is this happening to me instead of looking at how can I handle the situation.
Yeah.
So when you look at why is this happening to me, you are spending much of your effort finding about the why, but when you say how can I go over, you look at how you can go over that thing. So that's what I think, because to me, I agree that worries are for failures.
Yeah.
You're in failure, then you can get worried.
Worrying. You just
Yes.
be worrying. When you worry, you are calling for a failure.
Failure, or you are
So-
part of the failures.
Yeah.
So a person should not be part of the failure. You cannot be a failure until you try something. Yes,
And we cannot achieve without facing some
challenges.
challenges.
Yes.
But we need to see when we face a challenge, okay, how can I,
Overcome
overcome
this
it?
challenge. Yes.
So those are the things that we have to be trying to look at it, but we should never regret.
Yeah.
But we have to look forward.
Yes.
If we face something, maybe we want to come up with something else, but now it seems like you are
You're
stuck,
having problems
or problems to
yes.
achieve that.
Yes.
You need to say, okay, what is the barrier that is trying to get me,
Yeah,
not to
just
hold
find
me,
out
not to
that
find
thing,
that.
and then
Yes.
you can move
When you
on.
find it, move on.
Mm.
Never give up. Okay. All right, Laston.
Mm.
What else would you like to
Yes.
share?
In fact, I just wanted to add on uh, my experience when I was in primary school. When I was in primary school, that's where my life was built up most to this level, because whatever I was talking about, say I was playing some football, I was able to play draft. I can play draft myself, even
Serious. Today we can do it.
yes,
All
I
right,
can
I'll
play
get my.
draft.
I have
I
to get the
can
game
do
then.
some chess. I can play. There are a lot of games. Bao. I can
Yeah.
even play bao. All of those things I learned them when I was in primary. So the thing that I wanted to say
But my
is,
viewers, if you like this, don't forget to thumbs up. Please click that like button. And also, if you have any question, you can also put a question. Today's discussion is let's know about it. And this is about, it's a first, because I'm going to have a series of this live. Let's talk about it. And today we are interacting with Laston Paranjeta, who is blind and he's a teacher. And if you have any question about it, you can just put all, and so that we can talk about that question. We can talk about that topic. So, yes, but
yeah, I was saying that all of those things, for me to know them, it was because I was interacting with my friends. So the only challenge that comes to a person with visual impairment is that because he's not able to see, he tends to be uh, intrinsically demotivated, I can say
Yeah.
so. Intrinsically demotivated. Inside himself or inside herself, she doesn't see the reason of getting out of the house to look at other things outside, because when she goes, or when he goes outside, he can't see anything, or he can hear our voices or what. So it remains to the public now around him or her to encourage, to say, come here, let's do this, let's do that. You see, this is what made me to come up to this point. My friends, though I was blind, they were saying, no, you can play football, can you come? Can you come?
So you had a good community around you.
Yes, I
Yes.
had good friends around me, and let me not forget to make a mention that my teacher then, may his soul rest in peace,
sorry.
Mr. Jeremiah. Yeah, he is the one who gave instructions to my parents to say that this one is not dead. This one is alive, and you haven't lost him. Whatever he has to do, he can do them. But all you need to do is that you make sure that whatever you do, you should tell this one also how he can do that.
Yeah.
He was telling my mother, I remember that
Yes.
when you are cooking, you do take your kids around you to say, be here as I'm cooking so that you can see. Don't say because you can see then you cannot come and see how I can cook. No, yes, you have to take him around also so
Yeah.
that he can experience what you're doing when you're cooking. And you should also explain to say that now I am putting some flour and I'm stirring, and after stirring, when it is in time for you to continue doing the cooking, then you tell him, now I'm starting cooking, and then you do everything like that. So it is important for the public to do such things to
Yeah.
persons with visual impairment. And that's why today I can even play bao, and most importantly, to mention here is that I do good. I
So
do
Bao,
good.
it's I don't know in your countries, my viewers. Bao is a game. It's just an indoor game.
It's an indoor game. Mostly
Yeah.
I do play those indoor games. Indoor games, I like them so much. Even the playing cards, I do play those things.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up to the video and also give up a comment. If you have any question, you can just put the question on the comment section. Laston Palanjeta is going to answer that. Oh yes. Laston, I just want to have, I just want you to share us, okay, your experience.
Yeah.
Your experience at the university level. You know, at university level, it's more about writing up, research.
Yes, yes.
And how were you? Yes, yes.
Managing, yes.
Managing.
Yeah, okay. At secondary, I mean at the university. At the university, in the first place, I should say it was difficult because in my first assignments, when I was in my first year, I could do braille my assignment
Yeah.
and then invite a fellow student to type that assignment, and then I can read the braille for him to type.
Wow.
That was my challenge that I had in the
that
first
was
place.
the very
Because by then I
big one.
couldn't, I wasn't able to use the computer. Yeah, so when I did that in my first or 2-3 assignments, I said to myself that there are other blind people who are able at typing this, so why not me? And then I said, no, I won't give any, I won't read any assignment to anyone, but I will try to do the things by myself. And then somebody should correct for me. And that's what I studied. That's when I started typing on the computer. I started learning with the typing tutor. There is a certain software known as a touch typing tutor. That typing tutor is the one that mostly taught me to type fast. And it didn't took me a long time. It was just a very short time that then I started typing. Just after I started typing, my work became simpler because my experience now was that I could be able to read and using the computer, and I could also be able to write using the computer. Because the main challenge at the university is the lack of information.
Lack of information.
The lack of information to the visually impaired is a very big challenge because even in the library, you can't get a braille book. You will only get the print books.
Yeah, is it the same in your country? Please share us. Don't forget, it's more about sensitization, and today it's let's talk about it. Let's talk about it live. It's going to be much of disability sensitization issues. I'll be interacting and talking live with persons with different disabilities, and I also have another live sessions that I'll be doing on travel and tourism, and you're gonna see the topic that I'll put, and it's going to be a series again about travel and tourism in Malawi, and the third will be the entertainment and fun in Malawi. So it's going also to have its title about its own series again. So don't forget, when you see that, let's talk about it. It's all about disabilities issues. And is it the same in your country? Do you, Braille books so scarcity in the libraries? Here in Malawi, I think it's both secondary and university.
No, in fact, in secondary, it's better off. You can get some of the basic books that are required. You can get them. But when you go to the university, my dear, there is no braille book in the library.
Wow.
Or you can get a print book. So if you want to get information, you borrow the print book and find somebody to read for you. Or else you go on the internet and Google and you get the information. So we use electronic books and any other information that we get from the
internet. In terms of digital and the ICT,
yes,
are the books that are accessible, books that are in softwares, are they very accessible in the universities, or you need to fight for yourself?
The soft copy books, in fact, at the university, because we do have the Wi-Fi, so it's easy to download some of those things. So it's just a matter of you knowing how you can go on the internet and download the books and download the information. But however, there are other PDF formats that are not supported by the software that we use, the JAWS software. The JAWS software sometimes cannot read um, other types of the PDFs, because we have got some other picture forms. The picture forms, those are the ones that are mostly difficult for the JAWS to read. So you can
Okay.
download something and you find out that you can't read the book.
Okay, but actually, okay, I need to know more, and my viewers also, maybe they don't know what is JAWS
JAWS is the
software.
software that you install in your computer for it to speak. If for the computer to start speaking, to start telling you what you're doing on the computer. Whatever program you are opening, it tells you you are doing this, you are doing that. You want to do this. When you're making the selections, it tells you where you are and what selection you would like to make before you make the selection.
Okay, so today we have talked about the white can, we have talked about the JAWS software that assists uh, blind individuals in terms to read and also to write on a computer. Is it so?
Yes, it's like
Okay.
that.
So let's go back to the white cans. Yeah, can you just explain what it's all about? What is white can? People maybe they would like to know about white can, because we can say white can is something like what I don't know.
Yeah, like we showed you, this white cane is merely for us to use as we are moving, so that it is used to
Show
check.
them.
It is used to check where you want to place your feet. You check to the right before you place the feet. If there is any hole or maybe maybe a stone or whatever that can give you some problems in stepping, so you check with this white cane. If the place is clear, then you place the feet. That's
Wow.
how you move.
Okay.
You first place the cane and then you place the feet. It
Yeah.
goes to the left and it goes to the right when you are
Yeah.
moving. You push it to the left to check and you check to the right as well. And then you still move depending on the pace of the cane.
Yeah, but Mr. Balanjeta, these
Yes.
white canes, because I met someone also who is blind.
Yes.
He told me that these white canes are not made in Malawi here,
Yes.
and
Yes.
they are very
Expensive.
expensive.
Yes.
So these are one of the issues that maybe they need to be advocated on.
Yes.
I don't know. My viewers, do you have this in your countries, like free? Or maybe do you have them at affordable prices or cost? Do you know about this white cane, or it's the first time to know about it? Just give your comment on this. So what will you say about the white canes? Because I have some friends again who don't have this. They
These
rely on
things are
someone
very
to assist them.
scarce. These things are very scarce because, with the poverty of Malawi, it's difficult for us to buy those things. And we do get them from charity, from charitable organizations. They do donate to us.
Yeah.
For example, this one, I got it from the Marine of the Blind. And there is also the Touch Trust for the Blind. They do also offer those things. Sometimes Makoha, they do also offer those things.
Okay.
But it depends on the donation that they have received. However, Malawians cannot manage to buy these things.
But there can be a possibility that maybe if someone, a good well wisher who has money, who is strongly financially, to come up with something it's time for Africa now to stand up. Huh?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to support one another. Not necessarily just that we should wait from the Western countries. No.
And this is a big issue now in terms of when we talk about digital and ICT, because this is one of the things that, like these devices, they need to be available in Africa. I think those who are watching me from Africa or who are watching us from Africa, they can also second us on this issue.
Yeah.
Okay, now tell us more about your life now as a teacher. We have talked about your primary, when you acquired the blindness, and then primary level, secondary, and then university level, and now you are a teacher.
Yeah.
Just tell us your experience, and also you're married. Tell us your
Yes.
experience. Is your wife blind, or she's not blind? We want to know you more.
Okay, my wife is not blind. My wife is sighted and is a teacher also, a primary school teacher.
Wow, you're both teachers.
Yes, in fact, we met when we were at Planta Teachers College. That's where we met, and then we agreed to get married. And so only that when I was teaching in primary, I wasn't thinking that that's the end of my way. So I pushed on until now that teaching in secondary, and that's not the end of my road as well. My dream is just so big. I'm still pushing on. That if I got a chance, maybe for example, a scholarship to study masters, I will do that. And
You
after
will,
that,
you will.
yes, I'm strongly willing to teach at the
Yeah.
university as well. So that's my last point I wish to go.
Okay.
So as a teacher, in fact, I can say that my only challenge that I have ever met in class is that there are some other learners who do not really come to school to learn, but do come to school to just maybe to play around.
Yeah.
So this is mostly coming around because of what is happening at home, the behaviors that parents they do show at home.
Yeah.
Those things they contribute a lot to what the learner can do at school. So these misbehaving learners are the most difficult thing that I find whenever I'm in class. However, I don't know how I manage, but I do. But I do manage them because at the end of the day, they tend to be to change their behavior when I'm teaching them for a term or so.
Yeah.
They tend to change their behavior. Otherwise, I like even teaching those very difficult, misbehaving learners. Those learners, I like them as well. So at the end of it, I end up teaching them. So I don't have any problem with them, though they end up like decreasing the level of my level of passing, the pass rate of my students.
Yeah.
Because mostly what I like is that when I'm teaching, I should at least record a 75% pass rate. That's what I always try to reach the target, and mostly reach the target. Only that during they say the class exams, I've formulated the exams and I've done what during those exams. From me, it's hard to get a 3/4%, maybe a 75%
Yeah.
pass rate. It's very hard because I do tend to be so strict that I may be maybe 40% they can pass, maybe 30%, but not 50 to 60. But when it comes to the national exams,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's something different.
So my viewers be like there because today it's Malawi versus what? Ethiopia, and Laston Banjeta, he's here just to join me to watch this match.
Yeah.
And it's in Lilongwe. This match is
Yes.
going to be in Lilongwe. And so be right there because maybe if all goes well, we are going to also let you to watch this match live. Is it so?
Yeah,
because
that can be possible.
yeah, he's a fan of football also.
Yeah, I like football
So
very much.
today
I like
he's here so
football
that we
very much.
we can have fun together while watching this match. Give us your what? I don't know if there's someone from Ethiopia here. I don't know, but we have faith that our team is going to win. Eh?
Yeah, we believe that our
We
team is
believe
going
it.
to
We
perform.
believe it that the team is going to perform.
Yeah, you know how it did in the Africa Cup, and we expect to do even more than what was there.
So this is just a what? What can we say? A break or what?
Yeah, we can just
Yo,
give a
this is
break.
just a break up to talk about our game today.
Yes.
It's a break of our topic today. So yeah, we are on the break. So we are talking about the match between Malawi and Ethiopia today, and it's going to be at the Lilongwe Stadium. Yeah.
the
So
Bingu Stadium,
at the
yes.
Bingu International Stadium in Lilongwe, and Lilongwe is the central part of Malawi, and
Yeah, it's the capital city
it's the
as
capital
well.
city as well, and yeah, our live here we are doing our live here in Blantyre. Blantyre is in the southern region, and we are going to watch this match on TV, but we are going to give you live as well.
Yeah.
If all goes well. Yeah, but our fingers are crossed. We know that our team is going to perform well, and hopefully for how many goals?
I'm taking D 3-1.
3-1.
Yes.
For me, I no, I don't have any
Yeah, but I
any
suggest
predictions.
I predict, yeah, it's gonna be
Uh-huh.
3-1.
For me, I don't have any predictions, but I know the guys are going to perform well. That's what the faith that I have. But for predictions of the goals, I know, no, I don't know, because now it took me months without seeing
Football.
Ethiopians football, yeah, in a game. So I have a challenge for me to predict. Okay, let's come back to our topic of discussion today. We have a few minutes for our live to end, and we score 3 likes, and we have, yeah, a few comments from a few viewers, and this yeah. So yeah, those who are watching us, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me, guys. Thank you,
Thank you
Josie.
so much.
Thank you. I know some of other guys are going to replay it. I don't know if they will replay it, but thank you very much. May God bless you for joining us. And what else can we say with our few minutes that we are remaining with?
Um, to the very end of our live view here, I can just talk about encouraging my fellow visually impaired persons that they should not look down upon themselves. They have got that capability, and they can do much good, much good, and not just spend your time in maybe in town, maybe looking for help from other people. One of those things that made me think of joining my profession to work as a teacher
Yeah, while you'll
was
be
that,
talking, I have to go and take some food.
yeah,
Yes.
was that I was thinking that there's no need for me to be asking for assistance for the rest of my life. No, I need to have a time whereby I am able to assist myself and others. So, because of that, I never thought that I have a disability, but I only thought that I will do good in whatever I would like to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I decided to work hard, and I worked hard until I made it like I'm doing now today. So, to all of you, my fellow visual impaired persons, don't look down upon yourself. The only thing that can save you is our education. Just go into education with a serious mind and do good in that, and
Yeah.
then you're going to have problems decreased in you.
Yeah. So, my viewers, thank you very much for watching. Would you like also, do you have any questions? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really wanted this to be 1 hour, but we are still, it's quarter to, we are having a few minutes. Can we try to interact with them? But you can have your, yeah, you can
Yeah.
wash your hands.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys, we are just getting ready to watch the match, but we need to just have the food with you guys. We're having sima. It's called ugali in other countries. I think East countries, East Africa
Yeah, East
countries, they call
Africa
it
is called
ugali. So we are
ugali.
having ugali, some pea vegetables, and beef. So welcome to our table while we interact while waiting for our other minutes to end our life.
Yes.
Yes. So be right there. Don't stop,
Best
Shosh.
of, yes,
Please,
you can continue
please,
watching
please.
us. We are
Yeah.
here.
So, what questions do you have while we are having our food? We are ready to respond to you guys. Please,
Yeah, we are able.
let's
We
interact
will.
live, guys. Let's interact live. This is Lady Mart MW. Don't forget, I'm here today with my friend here.
Last Panjeta.
Yeah, Laston Jeta. He's a teacher and he's blind, and we are talking about issues of being blindness and to achieving and
Yes,
what
achieving your goals. How
uh,
can you achieve your
being blind
goals?
and achieving goals.
Yes.
Yes, so he was yes, because we are now coming to the end of the life. He was sharing us his experience, and he was also trying to encourage also us in terms of that we shouldn't look down to ourselves. We have to forge ahead of what we want to see.
Yeah, and
And
mostly to say that you need to remember, if you have a visually impaired person around, make sure you interact with him or her.
yeah,
Make him forget about the impairment and focus on development.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing that you can do.
Interact with my viewers. I have to wash my hands.
Yeah, in fact, that's what I'm saying. If you have got any person with a visual impairment around you, yeah, don't say that he just closes himself up. No, it's not his will to close himself up, but he's thinking of his disability, maybe how he can come to you. The other thing is, for example, myself, people can see me. This is Laston, but I can't see them. So if they see me that this is Laston, then they need to talk to me, because when they talk to me, that's when I can see them as well. So if you just don't talk to a person with visual impairment, he cannot notice that you are there for him or you are there for his help. So you need to talk to him wherever you are. Be sure you are interacting with that person so that he can be free to interact with you again.
And I think the way he has said it, he has stated it in terms of like it's the community sometimes that we let them down.
Yes.
Yeah. Because if we understand them, we are supposed also to be with them, because the community is the one that also assists in person's achievements.
Yes.
Yeah.
We rely on one another. So being impaired,
Yeah.
mostly in terms of visual impairment, to me, I say that it's only one sense that has gone off. So out of the four senses, out of the five senses, losing one is not a very big challenge. And considering that that other lost sense is in each and every person around me, that also gives me another comfort to say that I can use the other people's side.
Yeah.
So if we just live in the way like we assist one another on the failures and the challenges that we have, that is going to be easy for a visually impaired person.
Okay. Thank you very much, my viewers, for joining us. We're just trying to finalize our live, but maybe you can revisit it. I don't know. It's my first live, and I don't know if it's going to be saved into my playlist or whatsoever. So if it will be saved, please, you can revisit it if you are just joining us. Yeah. Here, Laston Palanjeta, he is blind. He's a professional teacher, and he acquired blindness when he was at primary school. So if you have any question to him, please, yeah, don't forget also to like. Welcome time. Is it this one? Yeah, thank you very much for joining. Please, thank you very much for joining time with Sadia. Yeah, thank you, Sadia. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah. So if you have any question, please give the thumbs to the video. Please like the video, and also you can give up your comment. Any question, please, guys, ask. He's here. And we are eating. Join us to our food because, of course, we are late. Yeah. So please.
Would have done this area, but we are busy, and that's why we're having it now. So we can just stop having it. As we are interacting with you, we can still have this food.
Yeah, because we are waiting to watch this match. Guys, put your fingers close. I don't know if there's someone here watching from Ethiopia. Malawi football match. Yeah, is it Malawi football game?
Football game, yeah.
Yeah,
Malawi against Ethiopia.
Malawi against Ethiopia.
Yeah.
So please pray for us. I have faith that the guys, the players, Malawi players, our team is going to perform well. But in terms of goals, I can't predict. But last one, you have predicted what?
3-1.
3-1 will be Malawi 3,
Yes.
1 Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, yes.
So guys, please like the video. I see different people joining, but I only have 3 likes. Please click that button. Please give up your comment questions, guys.
And you can also tell us about the experiences of persons with disabilities right there in your country.
Specifically today is about blind.
You can even tell us what is happening with the blind persons in your country.
That's true. So So as we eat, we'll be talking because we have only about 5 minutes for our live too.
You know, as somebody who is blind, I've known that it is important to interact with people because that's where you learn more. And although I am able to do things, I still require somebody to assist somewhere. So the availability of the community around me
Yeah.
is more than important, just important. It's just very important, I can say. Because they do come into my rescue to things that I cannot manage.
Yeah. And it's not even only a blind person or a person with disability that needs
No, but
community.
each and every
But
person.
each and every person needs
Yeah.
someone to push him or her to the dream that he or she wants to see.
Yeah.
Because I cannot say because we all have abilities. Everybody has abilities and its inabilities. Do you know that? So we all need a community around us. So if we discriminate, I don't know, I didn't want to use this word, but if we discriminate a certain community, it means development is not going to go well in our, maybe it will start in the family or what, or within the society. So, yeah, you can go ahead.
You know, it's important to help one another, mostly with the visually impaired, because they are lacking already something. Already they cannot see, but you can see. So that cannot be a challenge if you can be around with him.
Yeah.
However, that can be an added advantage for him to do even much better.
Okay, guys, please give up your comments.
And even when you are in a family, sometimes you don't know which child is going to do good.
He's going to do well.
If you have got 3 or 4 children and the other one is visually impaired,
Yeah.
you can think that, no, this one is the one who is going to give me problems, so I can just leave him home and teach the other ones.
Yeah.
But you don't know what God has prepared for that person. So you need to make sure that if you have such a person,
Yeah.
to me, I can turn it to be a privilege to you.
Okay, all right. Can you share us your experience, just a short experience, because we have your time now?
Yeah, because like I'm saying that a privilege, to me, in my family, it's only me who is having a degree by now.
What?
Out of the 8, it's only me who is having a degree. So if my parents had looked down upon me to say, no, you can't do anything, I can just close you up in the house, then I could be down.
Yeah.
Then in our family, there could be nobody with a degree. So that's why I'm saying that we need to make sure that we assist these persons wherever they are.
All right. What encouraging ways can you maybe tell my viewers or everyone who's going to watch this live stream? What can you say in terms of indoor closing of children with disabilities indoors? Yeah.
That is not good. And that is embarrassing, I can say, because it's like you have been given a God and you're not using it. Yet you are complaining about poverty.
Wow.
All what you need to do is to rise up and see how best can I assist this person to be the right person in the country, to be a very important person. That's the only thing that we need to do. Yeah, find out means, meet those people that are the practitioners of that field of a specialist of a disability. They are going to assist you how you can do.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, my viewers, and I think we are ending this.
Yeah.
Our first is first. Please, if you have watched the if you have watched the video, please give me your comments. Some of you guys maybe are on my I'm trying to, if you will check my um my channel